All right, guys. Hi. I wanted to take a moment again just to move for our nurses. So if you're a nurse, if you're a first responder, if you work in a hospital, if you work in a grocery store, if you work at a gas station, if you are at work right now and you are considered an essential service provider, this is for you. So I want to thank you so much for your service. I want to thank you so much for showing up at work when I am here at home doing work, but doing what I love. I hope that this class helps you just to take a moment to disconnect, to reconnect, and to just find a moment of mindfulness in your busy, overwhelming, frantic day that all of us are experiencing right now. So thank you so much for joining me. We're going to start standing at the top of the mat. If you have a mat, you don't even need a mat. If you have space around you, you can do any and all of these movements. I'm going to face you guys, so cross your right ankle over your left thigh and just begin to sit your hips back. Just enjoying a stretch into that right glute. Try not to overthink this. Find length in the spine. And then as you start to work through these postures, try to become more easeful, more at ease, essentially, with the practice, with the movement. Less muscling, less tension. So if your shoulders are up here, see if you can start to just relax into the upper back. Okay, we're going to just wrap the hands around that right shin. Bring your thigh up towards your belly. Instability is good. Embrace the turbulence. If there's a little bit of side to side, a little bit of wobbling, it's not a bad thing. I'm going to take your hands, wrap them around the left thigh, bending both of your knees as you begin to chase your right big toe towards the ceiling. Again, the shoulders draw together slightly. Try not to elevate them right now. Notice if you're breathing or holding your breath. One last time, hands wrap around that right shin. Draw your thigh in towards your chest. Hey, your feet are about hip-width distance apart. I know your left glute is a little bit fiery right now. Bend into your knees, sink your hips low. Stable chair position. Take your elbows out to the side, pinching in between your shoulder blades. Start to activate the upper back. Sit your hips a little lower. Again, lengthen to the side of the neck. You don't need your jaw right now, so notice if you're creating tension that is not necessary. All right, take your hands to your heart center. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh and start to sit your hips low. And feel free to create some organic movements just as a reminder to let go. In time of stress, especially right now, we create habits around tensing our bodies. We're constantly being contracted with uncertainty and fear, and so it's really important to take time to feel some expansion. Pull your hands around your left shin. Lift your thigh up. If you fall out, you just get back up and try again, right? Interlace the hands. Press the palms over that right thigh as you begin to lift your left knee up. Both knees are bent here just to make things a little more interesting. Create some activation in different parts of your body. So this very simple sequence, you can repeat it on your own after this video ends. Try to do it either once and just add longer holds, or do it twice. And the second time through, you do a longer hold. Keep lifting your left foot a little higher, bend your left knee more. And again, come out with control. Hands wrap around your left shin, pull your thigh in. Stable chair again, feet about hip-width distance. Bend into your knees. This time we're going to interlace the fingers behind the back. So I'll angle myself this way so you can see what I'm doing. I'm pressing my thumbs into my sacrum, drawing my elbows up towards the ceiling. I don't have a lot of range here, but that's not the point. It's just fighting a fight here and just working into a deeper range and enjoying the opening across my chest. So you can get your hips a little lower, puff your chest up. My I start to feel the back muscles turn on here. And reaching the arms overhead for a big stretch. Moving slowly. Forward fold. Exhale. Enjoy this sensation in your spine for a few seconds. And then lower down onto your knees, your shins. Keeping your toes tucked under. And come into camel pose, taking the hands into the pockets of the low back. Elbows come a little closer together. Press the hips forward as you start to lean back. Engaging into the glutes to help extend into the hips. Lifting the ribs up and away from the pelvis. You don't have to drop your head back. If that is scary for you, keep your gaze forward. Work on lengthening to the sides of your neck. Again, part of being contracted and with fear and uncertainty is we kind of want to move inward, we want to introvert, we want to contract in. This is just really helping to start to expand, to do the opposite, to feel yourself open up. Even though you don't feel it mentally or emotionally, physically, that sensation can translate into your other spaces, your mental and your emotional space. And then coming down to seated onto your heels, interlace the fingers in front of your chest. Exhale, press the palms in front. Inhale, pull the arms up. Exhale, press forward. Inhale, pull up. One more. And draw it up. Cactus your elbows. Inhale, reach the arms up. This simple exercise of just breathing with your movements. Inhale, bring the arms up. Last one, exhale, hold here. Feel a lift in your chest. I don't know if you guys watch Grey's Anatomy. Maybe you do. But the one girl, I forget her name, one of the doctors, she has a Superman stance. Like when she's about to go into surgery, she's like, I got my Superman stance on. This is kind of like, even though you don't feel it, you feel contracted, you feel introverted, maybe you just, walk around your workspace in your Superman shape. And if you hold it for long enough, maybe you'll start to feel it. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this session. I hope you feel a little more playful, lighthearted, and energized for the rest of your day. Again, thank you for your time, thank you for your service, and thank you for showing up. Namaste.